welcome to this place in paradise. Is the microphone working? Can you hear me? Thank you. Now it's better. Thank you. I'm Cantor Michael Lipaz, and I cannot tell you how privileged I am and honored to be standing here with this lovely couple and with all of you here in this place in paradise. Isn't it gorgeous? Absolutely magnificent. I want to welcome you all for coming here. I know many of you made a long pilgrimage from New York and Florida and Connecticut and I believe in Arizona and even from the valley. Yeah, I have to tell you that I came here also on a long pilgrimage. I just arrived 2 hours ago from snowy Colorado, from 9,000 feet above sea level, down to 80 degrees here in sunny California. How happy I am to be back here. It's absolutely a gorgeous, gorgeous place, and I know Hagar searched a lot to find this place. And for me, it's first time to be here. And I'm absolutely amazed at the beauty, and amazed at the beauty of this bride that we have here. I equate this marriage to two streams of water coming from different mountains. We know that Michael came from an Italian background and Hagar comes from a Jewish Israeli background. And it's like two streams of water coming down, trickling down the different mountains and come to a big valley and create a gushing river. And that's how this marriage will be. They'll bring all their beautiful ingredients and attributes to this marriage. We are going to do marriage here following the Jewish tradition, but actually it's following a tradition of old, from ancient time, when we were still, all these symbols come from desert time, when we were nomads in the desert traveling. By the way, I know people are here from different religions. We have Christians and Jewish, but we all one people under God. And all these symbols really are mutual to all of us. You see this beautiful canopy, what we call the chuppah. This is the symbol of this couple's first spiritual home. And what a better place to have a spiritual home here on top of the mountain. It's like our forefather Abraham, who had a tent in the desert. And he had openings on all sides. And the openings were for people to come. When they come, they don't have to struggle to find the entrance or to find where we are. Like here, we have 3 gates to come into this, and I'm sure some of you missed the entry. In Abraham's house, there was no mistake. Everybody knew how to come in, and that's how their spiritual home will be open to all of you. So after the wedding, you're all invited to their home. We will start the ceremony with the couple, the bride and groom, doing 7 circles around each other, 3 and 3 and 1. And this is to symbolize, first of all, 7 days of creation. Marriage is continuation of creation. And this is a symbol of this creation, great creation of the earth. And they will also circle each other to mix their spiritual spheres together. So there's no boundary between them. So the bride will start to turn around the groom as I sing an evening of roses. Fragrance and frankincense will be a threshold to your feet. ערב של שושנים נצאנה אל הבוסתן מור בסמים ולבונה לרגלך מפתן לילה יורד לאט ברוח שושן נושבה הווה אל חש לך שיר בלט סמל של אהבה
לילה יורד מעט, ורוח שושן נושבה, הווה אל חש לך שיר בלט, זמר של אהבה, זמר של אהבה, זמר של אהבה. One turn together. זמר של אהבה.
Okay, we made it. This is so beautiful. Your dress is absolutely magnificent. And when you came down here and the sun was shining through your veil, it was so magnificent to see this fairy come down the mountain. It's absolutely gorgeous. You know why brides wear veils? Anybody knows? Well, I'll let you know. I'm going to tell you. We have many symbols here that we share, and then I'll share with you as much as I can. The veil is, first of all, the separation between the old and the new. And there's a story about the veil. Our forefather Jacob, when he fell in love with young Rachel, he came to her father and asked to marry her. Jacob was working as a shepherd to Rachel's father, Laban. And in those days, we used to acquire our brides, acquire them with gold and silver, or give a half a herd of sheep or camels to the father in order to acquire the bride. So Laban asked Jacob, well, how much will you pay me for my daughter? So he said, well, you know, I'm a shepherd boy. I'm working for you. I'm poor. So I don't have anything to give you. So he said to him, you know what? You'll work for me for 7 years. So he did. And when the marriage came to consummation, when he unveiled her, those days they had very thick veil. When he unveiled her, he found out that it wasn't her. It was her older sister Leah. So, can you imagine? He didn't have a good lawyer to sue her father. So he came to the father with complaint. So the father said, you know, Leah is the oldest sister, and she has to marry first. In those days, we could have more than one wife. Can you imagine that? So he had to marry Leah. But he said to him, if you want Rachel still, you have to work for me another 7 years. And so he did. Nowadays, the brides come with a veil that is a see-through veil. That actually you can see the merchandise that you acquire. So now, Michael will unveil his beautiful bride and lift up the veil, and say, is this her?
Is this her?
Yes.
Looks like her.
We're gathered here this evening to celebrate the coming together of two lives. We are here to witness this man, Michael, and this woman, Hagar, uniting in marriage. This commitment should not be entered into lightly, but with certainty, mutual respect, a sense of reverence, and perpetuity. As you enter this union, your belief that marriage is a partnership between equal individuals with common goals, hopes, and dreams gives your lives special meaning and fulfillment. Learn to respect your individual outlooks. Share your thoughts, experiences, and dreams with one another, and cherish the intimacy and understanding that comes with the passage of time. Your love for one another and your willingness to accept each other's strong points and weaknesses with understanding and respect will help cement the foundation for a strong and lasting marriage. May the love with which you join hearts and hands today never fail, but grow deeper with every year you spend together.
ברוכים הבאים בשם אדוני, ברוכים הבאים בשם אדוני, מי אדיר על הכל, מי ברוך על הכל, מי גדול, מי גדול על הכל, הוא יברך את החתן ואת הכלה. O most awesome, glorious, and blessed God, grant your blessings to the bride and groom, surrounded by loved ones, whose joy and prayers are with you here. You stand at this chuppah, a symbol of the first spiritual home. May your home be a shelter against the storm, a haven of peace, a stronghold of faith and love. At every joyous occasion in our tradition, we recite the blessing which we call the Shehriyan. We praise you, our God, ruler of the universe, who has given us life, sustained us, and brought us to this day of our joy. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. Amen. In this union, the sacred work of creation goes on. Man and woman were created in the divine image. May the union of Michael and Hagar animate the divine in each of them, and may each help the other to grow in God's likeness. At this time, the bride and groom will share the first goblet of wine together.